Hi Laura, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on your lesson yesterday. So if we run through the swing here on the left, we're going to see as you take the club away, club head is very good going back. Club head there hides your hands, which is terrific. As you set the club, really good, as we've been working hard on that. The set now is probably just on the ball, is it there? Yeah, just on the ball, which is good. Yes, if we're being fussy, you know I'd like the set angle a little bit more like so, between the ball and the feet, but it's on the money. It's very, very good. As we get to the top, it's just getting lifted a little bit too much for me. And we can see here as you keep swinging and swinging and swinging, we're getting that left arm just covering your neckline. And we can also see your right shoulder. So I'd like to see it a little bit flatter. Get that left arm a little bit deeper, a little bit lower. And it'll just be a little bit easier to start the downswing. Because as you can see here from this position, coming down, you're going to see your hands travel to the right of this red line, and we can see the axe movement, as what you call it or I call it, is coming back, which we don't want. And we can see here the club head is being delivered for a long way from the right of the ball, coming into the ball. And at this position here, all you can do now is swing left with an open club face, which is going to hit that sort of, even if you do hit a straight one, quite a weak shot. So we don't really want to get that, but you know, face on, the body's moving this way, which is terrific. The grip's good, the set's good. So everything we've been working on is ticking all the boxes. We just needed a tiny bit of tidying up. And if we have a look at this swing here on the right, this is evident what we worked on. So the set here is not quite as good, but that's typical because we're thinking of a few other things. We can see it's a little bit flat. But if we look at the top of the swing, it's in a much better position, much more biomechanical. And this left arm is so good. It's almost one line with the club. It's covering your right shoulder. The hands are a lot deeper. You know, here the hands are very high. We can see there at that sort of position. If we draw a straight line, there you go. This is just above your head, which is much better. It just looks much tidier. And when you start down, Laura, from here, you're going to see this hands work behind you on the way down. And look at that. We get that club cutting through that right forearm. As opposed to this swing here, we can see it's very dominated by the shoulders, this swing on the left. And we can see at that same position there, halfway down, the shaft is in a massively different position. So how do we do that? So all I got you thinking was once you set the club, just feel that your arms are swung a little bit more behind you. And then on the way down, we found that if your left shoulder went up as you start down, that seemed to get your hands to drop behind you, which is a big improvement and a consistent change. You know, we could get you swinging it great for like 5-6 minutes and then you'd lose your way and go back to your old bit. So this is sort of a break through. So we need to get that left shoulder higher on the way through. Okay, that drops the hands down. And once the hands come down to this sort of bit here, waist height, then we started to work on the left hip, rotating hard behind, and allow the hands to turn over. We want to see that ball start right and draw back. As we saw on the TV screen, we wanted an R, okay, and then we wanted an L, you know. So we wanted the path from the right and we wanted the club face from the left to hit that beautiful draw shot. So left shoulder goes up on the way down. That keeps the club working a bit more on the inside. Turn hard with the body on the way through and just break that movement up into two parts. Hit one ball, think of the left shoulder, and then hit the other ball. Just starting with the backswing, just to almost your waist height here, and then turn hard as fast as you can, Laura, on the way through. We're getting some great success with that. So stick with that, and I'll see you soon.